Alright, y'all, the biggest question here. Will I ever keep venomous snakes?
Welcome to the zoo. Green iguana, how we climbing. Sugar glider, how we gliding. Come and see all about it.
Welcome to the zoo. Welcome to the zoo. You ain't gotta choose. We break all the rules and we in the booth. It's water. Yeah, I'm spitting jungle things. Yeah, we got the wildest things. The wildest things you'd have seen. You could come and join the team. Welcome to the zoo. Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another crazy episode. Today, we're going to be talking about how I became Mercy Wilda. Y'all know me as Wilda. And yeah, it's crazy. We are basically on a whole zoo now. So, yeah, check it out. But yeah, you guys, we're going to be starting it, start to finish, from when I first started keeping reptiles all the way to the end of where we're at. But yeah, start to finish. And without further ado, let's go. All right, y'all. So we're going to start off with question number one. How many animals do I have, right? So y'all know we got my girl Raya. This is her. She's about 4 foot, and she's getting bigger and bigger. She should probably be around 5 foot when she's done growing. She's a female Asian water monitor. She might even be 6 foot. She should be growing until she's about 5 years old. Right now, she's only 2.5. So she has some long ways to go. But once she really hits that 3 years mark, she's going to kind of slow down. But yeah, this is one of my animals. We have a ton of turtles outside. I have 3 snapping turtles. I have 2 females and 1 male, and they're all like about the size of a dinner plate. So yeah, they're pretty big. The rest, what else do I have? I have some red-eared sliders. I have like 3 red-eared sliders and like 1 yellow belly slider. So those are all the turtles I have. Then y'all know I got the 2 monitor lizards. Like I said, we have Raya, we got Apollo, and then we have my green iguana leaf. So how many animals is that? It's like, I don't even know how many that is. I wasn't counting, but yeah, we have a pretty significant good amount of animals here. Most of them, like I was saying, they're all hibernating outside right now. So yeah, it's really, you can't even get to them. So they're literally unshawed. We got question number 2. What started my dream keeping of reptiles? Like, what started it all? Like, why did I get the love for animals as a kid? I'm gonna start off by saying, y'all, so I moved here to Atlanta, Georgia when I was 4.5. I think I was just about to turn 5. So moved out here, and the neighborhood that I lived in had some reptiles, right? So we had a bunch of green and nose. We had blue-tailed skinks. We had turtles, like box turtles, and all sorts of animals out here. So I would be 4 years old, walking around in my backyard, and I would find lizards and stuff. So then I don't even know where I got this from, but I used to have like the big gray totes, like the cases that you move with, right? And I will fill it with water. I will put a bunch of rocks on one side so they can bask. Then I'll fill the other side with water. But I made it for turtles. I didn't even know how to like really properly make a turtle enclosure. I never watched videos on it or, ever read about it. But somehow I knew how to, bro, what is Ryan doing? But somehow I knew how to make a turtle enclosure at like 4 or 5 years old, picking up rocks and sitting them inside a case, which is crazy. But yeah, that's one of my like fully vivid memories of having it. And you know what? There was one guy, I forget his name, he was an older guy, and he lived in the same neighborhood that I did when I was 4 or 5. So I would go outside as a little kid, and he would be out there, and there was like 2 other kids in the neighborhood. They were like around my age. I think they were like 8 or so. They were way older than me, but I would go out there with them, and they would catch lizards, like little green and nose and stuff. Like the older guy, he would catch them, bro. So that just really boosted my heart for animals. And yeah, I was like 4 or 5 then. I used to keep a bunch of like little leopard geckos and stuff at like 6. At 6, I got my first real reptile from a pet store. I got him from Petco, and yeah, he was a pretty good sized leopard gecko. I think he was like a female, adult, but I thought it was a boy the whole time. But yeah, so when I had got her, I had named her Leo. She was a cool, and I don't know what happened to her, but right after that, we got 2 more leopard geckos by dad. He got me like I used to go to the pet store, right? My dad, we would go there for some crickets for Leo, and bro, I would go look at the lizards, and I'd be like, I want this one. I would beg him, like, let me get this one. But leopard geckos back then, it was like $16, so I guess that's why he gave in. So I got another one shortly after, and we named Jack. That was his name, Jack. And then right after that, my dad started developing a love for animals, so he got a leopard gecko and he named it Pinky. She was like an all albino pinkish leopard gecko. So yeah, I mean that's kind of where it all started. After that, I probably got two bearded dragons. Yeah, I got a baby bearded dragon. I named him Speedy, and then I got another one, a bigger one, and named him Spike. So about that time, I was like 8 years old, and I've already had experience with a ton of reptiles. Since being 4 years old, I already have 4 years of experience, you know. So yeah, it's crazy how long we have come. It's been 13 years since I started keeping reptiles. All right, you guys. So where do I want to take this in the future, right? What are my goals for this? Just reptile keeping in general, right? My biggest goals, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I don't want to spoil all my goals, you know, but I'm gonna tell y'all this. I would love to go to different countries where reptiles are endangered, like South America. Like, you know, there's a lot of forest fires and stuff like, ouch, a lot of forest fires and stuff like that, right? So what I would probably do is go there, you know, collaborate with some people, some native people that live out there, and really figure out how to, you know, keep these forest fires down, keep the water where it needs to be without having a bunch of droughts and it being a real dry place. You know, it's supposed to be a really tropical place. So yeah, I mean, that's one of my things. I know that Dominican Republic, there are endangered species of iguanas out there too. I would like to help them out, you know, just really figure out the whole animal situation, guys, because a lot of animals go endangered, especially like the rhinos and the elephants and the bigger animals like the tigers. All animals are like that are going endangered because of poachers. So definitely trying to figure out a solution to all of that. I know a bunch of reptiles, like even out here in Georgia, we have endangered reptiles like box turtles. I would like to, you know, really save those animals. They're endangered. Their species ain't declining rapidly, but it was at one point. So where I'm here now, I've seen about one. I see box turtles all the time as a kid growing up. Literally every summer, every spring, mostly spring, I see box turtles everywhere, you guys. Literally, they'll be in my backyard. I just live in like a wooded area, so I just see them all the time. Literally in the mornings, and yeah, it would rain outside. I would see like 4 or 5 box turtles. Now that I have gotten older, bro, I'm lucky if I see a box turtle every 2 years. I'm not even kidding. The last time I seen a box turtle was here, and then before that was like 2 years ago. So yeah, it's really like every 2 years now that I'm seeing a box turtle crawl around the floor. So I would like to, you know, really see those animals and see how we can save them, because here in Georgia, their housing, like the population and stuff, Georgia used to be like really, really wooded areas, right? So the box turtles can thrive in that. They can go hide in the leaf litter, all types of stuff like that. So now we're building houses, and they're not able to, you know, survive out here because most of their habitats are being gone, because we would have built some houses and some land, and build parks and all of that. So definitely figure out some places where we can, you know, relocate, not even relocate the box turtles, but to cohabitate them with, you know, us living here, you know. So definitely try to figure out a way like that. All right, you guys. So what are my dream reptiles? You know, this girl right here, Raya, when I was about, I would say 8 years old, this is off topic real quick. So when I was 8 years old, my dream reptiles was green iguanas. When I turned 11 years old, I got 2 of my first green iguanas. Well, you know, I was 10. I was 10 years old. Christmas Eve, I got 2 green iguanas. They were lit. They were so cool. I loved them. It boosted my reptile keeping experience by a lot, because they were aggressive animals. Honestly, a 10-year-old shouldn't have them, but your boy had a ton of experience by then too. So, you know me, I already had green iguanas. Yeah, they lived perfectly fine. The only reason why I gave them away because we had moved and I couldn't take their huge enclosure with them. I had like a big enclosure. The enclosure is probably like 6 by 4 by 4 for 2 green iguanas, and they were like babies. So, yeah, once they got a little bit bigger, you know, I had to give them away. But yeah, that was my dream reptiles at that age. When I turned 12, you know, I'll turn 14 years old, 14. Because this is when I got back into reptile keeping at 14. Bro, I started studying a ton about monitor lizards. That's when I really figured out. I knew about the Asian water monitors. I knew about them all. But I was just like, I wanna have a water monitor now. So I was studying a bunch, and that's when I got my first monitor lizard. His name was, what was his name? He was a mango monitor, and y'all seen him on this channel. So yeah, had him. His name was, bro, I forgot his name, but he was a pretty cool monitor lizard, and he boosted. He really showed me how to keep these Asian water monitors. These Asian water monitors are about the same thing. Mango monitors stay a little bit smaller, but I can tell you one thing: mango monitors, when they bite you, bro, it is way worse of a bite than when an Asian water monitor bites you. Because I've been bitten by Raya, I've been bitten by Apollo. When that mango monitor bit me on my fingers a couple of times, it literally it hurted. I think they really have way a little bit more stronger venom than these water monitors. So yeah, definitely that's what boosted my animals but yeah, y'all, that's what made me fall in love with water monitors. And now today at 17 years old, my dream reptiles probably would be like a croc monitor, some Burmese tortoises, what else? Aldabra tortoises, I love aldabras. But those are like the main reptiles that I would keep, There's definitely a few that I'm missing out because, it's just so many. I love all reptiles, but definitely to keep them as a dream, I'll probably get what's it called? A Bell's phase lace monitor. That's definitely one of them too. So yeah, we're gonna have all these animals in the future, but right now we're sticking with my girl Raya. We got her, and yeah, that's it. Those are my main dream reptiles. Let me know if y'all want to hear about my main dream animals. Y'all, since we're on the topic of animals that I would love to keep as a reptile keeper, what are some animals that I probably wouldn't keep? So some animals, or you can do reptiles. Some reptiles that I probably wouldn't keep would definitely probably be, bro, I have no idea. Maybe animals. We're gonna do animals because reptiles I'll probably keep, but I don't think there is a reptile that I'll. There is. So I think a reptile that I'll probably never have is a Burmese python, because in where I live, Georgia, you're not allowed to have Burmese pythons. They're banned here because of what happened in Florida. So we can't keep any Burmese pythons, but it would be cool if we was able to, but we just can't. Yeah, so I probably never keep a Burmese. I would say I would never keep a reticulated python, but I feel like I would because they're not prohibited here in Georgia. So I feel like we might get a reticulated python pretty soon here. Definitely get some anacondas, a bunch of that. But we're staying on top of y'all. So some animals I would keep. So Burmese. Well, chill out. You about to make y'all fall. So yeah, y'all, some reptiles I would not keep would be, okay, so I probably wouldn't keep a Komodo dragon just because of their bites and everything. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna keep one of those in the future. But the closest thing we're gonna get to them is an all black melanistic water monitor. So you see Ryan right here. Just imagine if she was all black. So yeah, we're definitely probably get one of those growing up in the future. And yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. All right, y'all. So what was my first pet? My first pet was definitely a dog. So I'm gonna give y'all this story. When I was 3 years old, I got this really small rat terrier. He was about that big, and I forget his name. It was I forget. It was a girl though, so I forget the name. It started with an M, but it was years and years and years ago, over 14 years ago. So I couldn't tell you the name. I have to ask my parents for sure. But my first pet reptile was Leo. Well, that's my first store-bought reptile. My first animal in general, first reptile was, I think it was like a little salamander I found outside. So yeah, I think it was I was like 4 or 5 years old when I caught it, and I had it for like a few days and then let it back go. All right, y'all, another topic. Will I ever breed reptiles or any animal in general? That is a question that I'm gonna say yes. My girl Raya and Apollo, yeah, Raya, which is a female. We got Apollo, which is a male. So in about a year and a half, Apollo's gonna, outgrow her. So we'll probably pair them up probably around then, and we'll see where it takes us. Cause yeah, we might get some baby Apollo and Rayas here on the channel that even you guys, if y'all are reptile keepers and have a ton of knowledge about keeping Asian water monitors, I would definitely give y'all some. So yeah, I mean, that's something in the future for sure. So I would love to breed a bunch of other reptiles, like some snakes and a bunch of other stuff. All right, y'all, the biggest question here: will I ever keep venomous snakes, venomous, lizards and stuff like that? I actually own a venomous lizard, which is Raya and Apollo. If y'all didn't know, Asian water monitors are venomous. I'm keep looking down because y'all can see right here. You got Raya just coming all around behind me. But yeah, she is practically venomous. They're not venomous like a cobra or a water moccasin or anything like that. The venom that they have is just strictly for their prey to help them clot a lot quicker when they do bite them. So yeah, I mean, that's one of the venomous animals that we do have. But will I ever keep cobra species and stuff like that? I feel like I don't know. It's a hard question because I feel like I would want to learn how to handle them like a bunch and like go out and handle other people's cobras and stuff. But I don't know if I will ever have my personal own venomous animal because I don't know. It depends on how much I'm trained and everything like that. If I'm a well-trained person, then yeah, definitely for sure. But if I don't trust myself keeping venomous reptiles, then nah, I'm not gonna get one because I don't want to get bit, have to go to the hospital for months on end, get anti-venom, and then have a chance of dying as well. So I don't know. That's a question up there. We're gonna talk a little bit about invasive animals. So this is mainly to Florida, and I'm neighboring states with Florida. I'm literally right above them. So yeah, invasive reptiles is a problem out there. We actually have a few invasive reptiles here in Atlanta, Georgia. We have the invasive Argentine tegu. So I think most tegus are actually prohibited here. They're not allowed to keep them. So just because they got invasive here in Atlanta, Georgia, which is crazy. I guess a bunch of people had them as pets and released them, and now they have established their own population, a little population though, out here in Georgia. I'm not sure where. I've never seen a Argentine tegu out in the wild in real life. They're probably more south than where I live, so yeah, I've never seen any sort of big lizard. I feel like it gets a little bit too cold for an Argentine tegu to be out here. They do like to roommate, so I guess they did like these huge burrows in the ground, which is crazy. So yeah, that's one of the invasive animals that we have here. Pretty sure there's a lot more. And yeah, you guys, so we got Florida with a ton of invasive reptiles. We got they said there's green anacondas out in the Everglades. There's a ton of invasive fish. Like we got Oscars that establish populations in the Everglades. Like the little aquarium fish, like the big ones that get like 12 inches long. The Oscars, you guys, tiger Oscars that you buy from the pet store are invasive in Florida. You can literally go catch them out there, which is wild. Yeah, what else do they have? They have Nile monitors out there. Nile monitors have established a population, but it's like a small one. So yeah, so I don't even think you're allowed to keep Nile monitors out there in Florida anymore as well. So they have those. They have the Burmese pythons, and they have the huge green iguanas. So yeah, Florida has them all. So I mean, yeah, there's a ton of invasive reptiles, but Florida, they're always having some type of issues out there with their animals. But it's a pretty cool place to live, because imagine walking outside your backyard and you're a reptile keeper, so you just go herping or whatever, and you can find Nile monitors, green iguanas, Burmese pythons, have a chance of catching an anaconda. They have what else? I know they have rainbow boas out there. Rainbow boas did survive, so it's crazy. They have a ton of invasive reptiles out there. But yeah, you guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the episode. We got my girl Raya right here. Check her out. But yeah, this was a pretty cool reptile episode. I just wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about myself, show y'all why I became who I am today with these reptiles, and why do y'all see me doing these crazy stuff with them, Because, yeah, like why do I let them climb up my head and all of that? It's definitely a process to it. It doesn't happen overnight. But I've been doing this my whole life, and I hope y'all enjoy it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, and catch y'all in the next episode. Peace out.